support in one way or another. Brother Okal, how can the church participate in this ministry? And it doesn't have to be just visitation, you see, because I could be having the zeal to apply the same counseling principle because I have the willingness to go and visit this patient physically. But somebody else would want to know, how else can I actually be supportive to this particular ministry in kind?
Thank you very much, Sister Lily. And I think what your question basically is Chief, give us a practical application of this hospital chaplaincy. We are beating about the bush. We are saying so many things. How can I be involved? And I think that to me is a pertinent question. It's very good. And every church member should be asking this question. How am I going to get involved? Because you see, when we are talking of hospital chaplaincy, let me just speak even from the example of that friend who was being visited and the other one has no fruits. This one has a lot of fruits. You see, do you know if you took fruits to a stranger, they will say God answered their prayer. Do you know that? If you took fruits to a stranger, they will say God answered their prayer. And that is going to be, it is going to be a statement they will make everywhere that you can't believe it. Yesterday, I was feeling hungry. I wanted to eat grapes. And when I prayed, the Lord brought somebody, an angel with grapes. Hospital chaplaincy is our opportunity of being that angel who is working and willing to be used in the hand of God to answer some prayer. When somebody has a huge hospital bill, and I'm just thinking widely, if it's very possible for us here in New Life, when you hear that Elder Chief is unwell, he has a huge hospital bill, the church will form a WhatsApp group. But do you know what will be the impact of us doing a collection today, this afternoon, and then we collect some 5,000 shillings from here? Then we give the hospital chaplaincy leader, and she goes with it to KNH, goes to an anonymous bed, and says that we have paid 5,000 shillings for your bill. That person will want to know which church is this that is coming to me even without knowing me. Hospital chaplaincy is an entering wedge that the church can use. And all of us need to be friends of this ministry. All of us need to actively participate in this ministry. We have an organized form in which we can do it. We don't want to start opening WhatsApp groups everywhere. But we are saying members can be able to say, if I don't have the time to come and go with you to the hospital, my contribution to hospital chaplaincy ministry is 5,000 shillings that I am going to give so that some hospital bill can be offset. There's a church member who can just say, I'll be coming with fruits on Sabbath. I can be bringing fruits on Sabbath, and whoever is going for hospital chaplaincy, kindly let us pick fruits from the deaconate desk. And the chaplaincy department just comes and picks the fruits, and we go. You see, it's not good for us to go by somebody's bed and we are praying to them and we have no fruits. And yet when we are going to visit our siblings, our parents, let me in fact give you a practical testimony. At the turn of this year, when we were turning the year, my son fell seriously ill, and my son was admitted. And you know, enough church members told me they were praying with me, and I believed it. But there is one church member who decided to drive her vehicle from her place and came up to Mpisha, where I was with my kid. And this church member, the son had fried some stew. And they came and they brought for me food to eat. I will not forget that. I know others say they prayed for me, and I appreciate. But that one church member who drove and personally came and just said, Chief, you know what? When I heard your son was here, I decided to prepare this because I know you may not have eaten. And it's true, I was a caregiver. I was with my son. My wife was with my daughter, and those of you who know, my daughter is energetic. So my wife didn't even have enough time to fix something for me. But this church member prepared food for the caregiver, not even for the child. And up to right now, I still remember it. What I'm saying is, here we have food remaining in our boots. We can simply pick food here and go with the food for hospital chaplaincy. And we say, caregiver, we have brought this food. You know, at times the hospital food is also very flat. That thing, after 2 days, you're just feeling like you're as well sick. But if you can be able to get a way of ministering, and that's why I'm saying, let's not cram hospital chaplaincy. Let's be practical. When we cram, we say that hospital chaplaincy is how many can visit. This thing is more than visitation. We must have the visiting team. We must have the one that is giving in kind. We must have the prayer band for the hospital chaplaincy, such that when you go for hospital chaplaincy, come for us with 15 names of people who are unwell and distribute it for us in church. Let 3 church members, Sister Lynn here can take 3 people she has never seen and says, I am committing to pray to them every Saturday. Every day you give me names of people who are in hospital, I will pray for them. And each of us can pick only 2 people to pray for. We can say, I am in the compassionate side of just giving fruits. And we collect all that. And there are so many things we can do. You can even send airtime. I'm saying there's a lot we can do. When we go, those who go and visit can hear, give you feedback, you collect, and we as church members, we participate in the ministry. All church members can actively participate. Let me ask a question which maybe we didn't think. Sister Caro, how much do you think New Life Seventh-day Adventist Church allocates to hospital chaplains? How much do you think is allocated? I'm saying this as an elder, so I already know elders sit in and they know these things. But how much do you think is allocated?
As much as I know, I have an elder who is deeply in the middle of this chaplaincy ministry. I wouldn't quite tell how much, but maybe 100,000. I don't know.
Okay, maybe 100,000. Okay, you're very ambitious. You're very ambitious. Allow me to shock you online, because the problem with me is when you don't prepare me before, I can say so much. I don't think it's 100,000. I think it's less than 100,000. But you see, this is a compassionate ministry. Let me tell you, we cannot be a church that is having a carpeted platform when people in the hospital do not have food. I don't know what you're going to talk about. I am not against development, but we cannot be a church that is building up a 15-story building when we have people in hospital who have hospital bills and they can't pay for it. Listen, these things are earthly things. We are going to leave them here. We must get to a level where we are shifting our mindset, being compassionate and thinking of people. Do you know what?